Hello there, folks. Welcome back to our Nova Run of Emerald. Where last time we defeated the twins, the Saga twins, and we got the final new member, at least for now, because I don't think I'm gonna change in from here. We got Elfie, the Celio, or technically it was a Spheal, but we evolved it, who has modest nature, Holy Mystic Water, and has Aurora Beam, Surf, Body Slam, and Rest. We, after stream, we got everyone to level 42, which was the highest level of the twins. So, Alfie's 42, Sableye, our Imp is 42, and learned Shadow Ball. We got rid of Confuse Ray because clearly Confuse Ray did not do anything in that fight. As far as we're nothing has changed with Loaf. Arya got Spikes, and we got rid of Swift. Do some entry hazard nonsense. Overheat, I replaced Curse with Amnesia because we're never really going to use the attack stat per se. We might change Body Slam to something else. And then Beck hasn't changed. So we defeated the gym, which was rough. And now we're going to do a story, which, if you couldn't tell, that was Team Magma, because they're here. And they're here to be, I believe, steal rocket fuel, oddly enough. So we're here to stop them. Luckily, with our new member, Elfie, which the more I say, the more weird it sounds in my head, is gonna save the day. And fun fact, Elfie's actually close to evolving again. Ironically enough, the Spheal line feels the longest evolution, then from Celio to its next evolution is actually the shortest one. It's only, I think, not 10 levels, but it's 12 levels of a difference. Which is kind of funny if you think about it. It's like from the beginning stage to 32, then from 32 to 44, so we're like 2 levels off. So that's what we got. We're gonna fight Team Magma anyway, so we're just going around beating them up. But yeah, nothing. Well, the crazy part was last part, which eventually will go up, where we nearly were getting wiped left and right, and I wasted items like the max revives, which I shouldn't have wasted because I really wanted Alfie to get the experience and hopefully evolve, but then that didn't happen, so we just used the rare candy. So that's the gist of it. Well, while we go through here, I think this is going to be the one instance where we get what you would call a true double battle. When I say true double battle, I mean that all 4 people are using only 3 Pokemon. Which is very rare, because usually when you get into double battles with other people, you just end up having all 6 of your party members, and they have all 6. So it's really a 12v12 in a way, if you think about it. When this one's a true double battle, which is each trainer has 3. Also, I like how the music starts every single time with the whole trumpet thing again. But yeah, we're gonna go through this. It's a tag team fight, but I won't tell you with who. Well, we already know who's the villain tag team, which is Maxie and probably some grunt or maybe one of the admins, who knows. But we'll see. Yeah, Alfie learned Rest at some point. Will I be using Rest? Maybe. I might do a whole like Resto Chesto in the Elite Four. If I can keep Rest and I don't like need it for anything. But yeah, and then Alfie's ability Thick Fat, which is it basically lowers the power of fire type moves and ice type moves. So basically, mind you, it's part ice, so and it's part water, so ice moves already tickle it to begin with. But this just means that like ice is literally nothing to it. While fire, despite having the ice typing, I think it's neutral, if I'm correct. So instead of neutral, it becomes like not very effective. So it becomes like a true water type. I like how he moved out of the way also. The fact that it's like, oh, he defeated me, let me back up. Like you could just easily just stand there because I'm just a kid. But this is gonna be easy. Again, everyone's 42 from the gym. Apparently everyone's 32, so Team Magma didn't get the memo. Hey guys, we're gonna be at level 42. Everyone gets the memo but the enemy teams. Now, I'm surprised that we've had Groudon run away, but the sun hasn't activated yet. Oh no, my attack, which doesn't really matter because I'm not using it. Again, we're gonna probably teach Elfie Ice Beam eventually. All depends, because I know it does learn Blizzard naturally. I like how it breathes my attack also, that's nice. But it does learn Blizzard naturally, but I'm kind of concerned about Blizzard's accuracy. That's my only concern about it. And I'd rather take the accuracy of even Aurora Beam over Blizzard's power. Which is funny because I think Aurora Beam, it's a rare chance of it happening. But there's a chance of the attack drop, if I'm correct. Or at least that's what happened in Gen 1. There's a rare chance of an attack drop. Actually, before I even confirm this, let's take a look at it. I think Aurora Beam. Yeah, there you go. It may lower attack. Okay. Like it has a low chance of lowering attack, but oh well. I do think the Aurora Beam attack is very pretty, in a way. Even though it's a simple, we'll put the Aurora Borealis in the background, and then we'll just put rainbow rings, signifying the aurora of the beam. Alright. Hey, Steven. How you been? Uh-huh. Oh. Okay. I didn't know I had to go to the side with him. That's new to me actually. I did not know that. I did not know he just gets flicked off to the side. So this is where we get to choose. This is like I said, a true double battle. So we're gonna use Elfie. We're gonna use Loaf, and we'll use actually no, we'll not. Yeah, we'll use Loaf and we'll use Beck. Basically, we're just using Elfie for the entirety of the fight. Yeah, you see? Boom. A true double battle. And it's pretty cool. You get to see like Steven Stone as part of his team, obviously not the entirety of it. Now we can kind of tell who's who at this point, because 42 is Maxi. And then Clear Body from a Tang. And while we're here, let's show Steven Stone's Pokemon because we can't actually use them. So you have Metang, who's a Hardy Nature. His stats are pretty well. It actually becomes a pseudo legendary Metagross. So with Light Screen Psychic, Reflect, and Metal Claw, because it's it's more of a physical attacker, but its special attack is, well, it feels better. It has nothing to sneeze at, but yeah. Then we got his Skarmory, which is a Lonely Nature. Sad face. It's a Lonely Nature with Toxic Aerial Ace, Protect, the Steel Wing. That might be a set we go with, by the way. Not the Aerial Ace part, but like the Toxic Protect kind of thing. Because actually that is like useful. Ironically, I think Lonely Nature, I forgot what it does, honestly, but that's weird. And then one of his strongest Pokemon's Aggron with Brave Nature, which means lowers speed but ups attack. It's a physical tank, mind you, 4 times weak to fighting and ground, so that's not great. And for some odd reason, it has an amazing attack stat, right? And you see it like, oh, special attack is like 99, but all it has is special attacks: Thunder, Solar Beam, Dragon Claw, and Protect. I'm like, well, Protect is not really a damaging move, but like Solar Beam, Dragon Claw, and Thunder. Like, what were they thinking? Like, at least Skarmory takes advantage of its stats, and then the tank kind of takes advantage because even though Psychic is strong and its terrible special attack is lower, and then Metal Claw is at least there, but like, it's like, what the hell? But yeah, that's Steven, by the way. That's Steven Stone's part of this team. Kind of a mistake to raise his attack just because if he uses Metal Claw, that thing is dead. Also, the tank's faster. Yeah, there you go. Mistakes have been made. And then 4 times. Even though Surf, so if you notice, Surf didn't KO the Mighty Ina. Obviously, besides the fact that we're pretty much on par levels, like I said, spread moves like Surf, Rock Slide, Earthquake, all those moves for, not for some odd reason, it's for the sake of double battles. Their attack gets their power of the attack gets dropped by 75%, correct? So instead of receiving the full 100 damage, both of them or both opponents are receiving 75%. So it's kind of a interesting. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of having like a spread move sometimes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm confused. Honestly, Crobat's better. Sorry, Golbat, but Crobat's way better. I don't know how I would feel having used a Crobat, honestly. But yeah, the fact that Maxie's level 44, so we're actually under level. Not by a lot, but like we're under level. And then obviously he uses his own Mighty Ina. But it's not a crazy battle. Like Steven is not incompetent in a way. He is and he isn't, if that makes any sense. So, like, he doesn't make the greatest plays, but he's not like a total dunderhead that if you would fail. Mind you, you never should rely on the AI to begin with, but that's the whole idea. You never rely on the AI. AI is not that great. Nope, is it on? Yep. There you go. At least it's the only AI that I know of that won't double target what you're targeting already. You're like, don't do it. Alright, whatever he targets, whoever he targets, one of us is gonna KO it. Crobat, I believe, is one of the fastest Pokemons. Alongside Sceptile, Swalo, and I think that's pretty much, at least those are like the 3 fastest I know of this generation. That was, there's probably obviously like Aerodactyl and stuff, but not counting abilities, I believe they're the fastest. One of the fastest, not the fastest of the fast. Because you could say Ninjask, and Ninjask's always gonna be faster. That's not even counting legendaries, because you say Deoxys Speed. Oh yeah. So, fun fact, he doesn't live in Rustboro, as we kind of quickly glimpsed in the text. He actually lives here in Moss Deep. And little tidbit, which we'll probably do, you get something special from him at TBT4. So this will be the first time we'll be at Steven Stone's house, which I don't remember his house, so I believe it's off to the side. Question mark. I think it's this one, right? I was right. He's one of the very few residents of the city. Now we got dive. So any dark waters, now we can explore. And then funny enough, dive, you don't drown. So take that as you will. I think what I need to do now is, who is this? Oh. Their duo really killed me, I'll tell you that. I don't think, can learn it. We'll see, actually. Let's drop, actually, no, we'll drop, overheat for now. Reason being is because overheat, we're gonna be encountering a lot of water types, so overheat's just gonna be sitting there like all nonchalant, having not much to do. So let's see, can Zigzagoon learn dive? No, it cannot. Makes sense in a way. The thing is, I don't want to teach Alfie dive, nor do I want to teach it the other move. Because there's another move besides dive that we need. We taught it surf because surf is always a good move to use. But no, let's bring on the Hydra. I don't think Hydra's gonna be that useful in terms of HMs. Let's see. Because I think by this point we just need no. I think by this point we don't need cut. Shockingly enough, we don't need cut, and we don't need and I think it can learn everything else after that. Yeah, there you go. So everything I need from said Pokemon, I'm gonna teach it. Because I can take Elfie as a surfer, and then the last move I need is something else. But yeah, we're gonna put we'll put overheat in the box for now. Because again, we're gonna be doing a lot of water, and then that's the reason why I didn't want my last team member to be like a ground type Pokemon. To be fair, we could have switched out him for a long time ago for a water Pokemon, but that's not the MO here. Let's see where we're going actually. So I can go around close to Route 127, but I also want to go through Route 130, 131. So it looks like we're surfing downwards. Oh yeah, also there's something else we can do, which I gotta go to not Driftvale. Driftvale's a Gen 5. Dewford. Oh yeah, so this dark water you see, if I press, obviously, the A button, it'll tell me, do you want to dive? And I dive, and then we don't drown because it's implied that we have like a rebreather and stuff, just oddly enough in our hands. But yeah, as long as you see like a dark area, or not dark area, but like light, you can kind of go back up. It's I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of cool as a kid that we can swim underwater, even though there's obviously no difference. It was just underwater. I don't know. This leads to some. Oh, I think this is the base we have to. Yeah, this is the only water base that we have to go to. And if I'm correct, if we go up. Yeah, so this giant X at 128 as we encounter a trainer. This giant X is where we have to go. Anyway. Oh, cool. The Pokemon I was thinking about getting, I never did. But yeah, it's we're gonna be doing that, but I think there's something else. I want to get to the other town down there, and I think we can go to Sootopolis actually. The reason I want to kind of do that is because sorry, we're trying to get Elfie to evolve. Reason being is because I don't want to see if I can actually take care of that. I don't want to register you the Pokenav. You're annoying. I'm just kidding. So if I were to, where I'm at right now, I have to, oh, that would be nice. I gotta head to the sides. I don't know why I did that maneuver, but whatever. So that's a little hint. The whole idea of being at that town and then seeing a giant green Pokemon flying in the sky. It's a reference to something for later. And then, oddly enough, for Sootopolis City, I apologize, I'm putting on the map multiple times. I need to find. It's been very long since I've played this game, so like to me, like Sootopolis City areas, you start seeing that that weird discolored rock. I don't know what you call it. It's not limestone or anything like that. But when you see those white rocks, you know you're by Sootopolis. Because for some odd reason, someone thought it was a bright idea to make Sootopolis City's only entrance by either sky or underwater. So some brilliant engineer decided to do that. And we got Elfie to their evolution. Victory lap for the seal. But yeah, it's a how should I put it? It's kind of a weird design for anyone who lives in Sootopolis. You either gotta go underwater and then go back up, which is deadly on its own, or you gotta fly. Oh, mist. Never cease to amaze me. So it's a weird thing. Also, evolving Hydro actually was worth it in the end, because I would not have to evolve it right now. There we go. The Celio phase was short-lived, honestly. Then again, to be fair, the whole training montage would not have been fun, but there we go. We got our big girl technically, Walrein. Hopefully the Celio is now a Walrein. Who eventually gets better on the split side. Oh no, Tentacool. Yeah, now we got Elfie. I mean, switch out Elfie in the front then. Because Elfie's already level 44, which is higher than everyone. And then the summary of being a modest, big, fat Pokemon that has 102 in special attack because it's a modest nature, which probably, I think, ironically quiet or anything that lowered speed would have been fine. It says we're fighting so many water types. Where are you, Sootopolis City? Where am I? That's a good question. Am I just walking around Sootopolis? Yes, I am. I'm on the top part of Sootopolis. God damn it. Yeah, here's Sootopolis City. Blocked off. For some odd reason, they designed it like that, and you have to surf. I'm not wasting my time. Try to get stuff done. I guarantee you we're not fighting, or maybe we will fight the next gym, who knows. I might have to pop Repel if we have one. Or I might have to start buying repels. Because none of these wild Pokemon interest me unless you're uber strong. And not even for to capture them, just for XP. I have none. Alright. Mistakes were made. Actually, I can just start diving, actually, I think. Oh my god, yes. Underwater Pokemon, thank god. Also, the entrance is too topless. Oddly enough, we're using dive to get up and get down. And here's the top of the city. Where the gym's in the middle of the water and this town is split in half. We're not really split in half, but you know what I mean. Weird how, again, design. But whatever. We don't live in a society where we have to either fly to a place, because that's the only method of getting in there, or, oops, double clicked, or have to dive underwater just to get in. Yeah, but we did see top of the city just in case, because I don't want to have to grab dive later or something. But yeah. Doing that, and then I think, as a little fun fact, the Pokemon you can encounter is in the grass, or seaweed technically, it's not really grass. Oh my god. Let me switch in Arya in the front if I do get an encounter. I don't even have repels, please. Huh. Because the seaweed that we see underground is considered the grass of the water, underwater. I'm a little kerfuffled and shocked that no Pokemon has encountered. There you go. So underwater, we encounter 3 Pokemon. Clamperl, which we'll capture. We're not going to use it because Clamperl is basically useless. Which is Clamperl, the Chinchou I was considering using, and a old ancient Pokemon that's never changed in type called Relicanth. Or Relicanth, not Relicanth, Relicanth. Oh no. Oh no. But that's oh my god, Arya. You are blind as a bat apparently underwater. Even though, fun fact, we're underwater, it doesn't matter, it's treated like normal battle, so you don't need to use like water Pokemon strictly to be underwater, unironically. But yeah. Clamperl, kinda useless. I think it only knows Clamp, Whirlpool, Water Gun, and Iron Defense, I believe. It's a unique Pokemon that, with the held items, with 2 specific held items, depending on which one it holds, it'll evolve into 2 its evolution, which is either Huntail or Gorebyss. Gorebyss obviously being better because Gorebyss is a special attacker, and in this age, oh my god, this age of special and physical split not existing yet. I say that's it's beneficial to be a special attacker of water type. And then unfortunately, oh wait, oops. Oh my god. Let me do this. I'm like losing my train of thought here. Yeah, Huntail unfortunately gets canned pretty bad for a while. Alright. That was Clamperl, by the way. And they both, ironically, Huntail and Gorebyss do get Shell Smash, but Gorebyss uses it better, in quotes. All right, let's get out of here. Maybe we'll encounter the Chinchous and stuff, but let's fly. Well, first of all, switch Arya out of there. Arya took unnecessary damage. We'll fly to Moss Deep, which sounds kind of productive because we just went backwards. Because what we're gonna do is, besides heal and probably buy repels, because I'd rather fight the trainers than the Pokemon. Which is eventually counterintuitive if I'm trying to find Pokemon underwater. Also counterintuitive that the repels kind of work underwater despite being, I'm assuming, made of like air, like spray cans. So. And it turns out they don't have any repels. So I am gonna buy dive balls though. I'm buying 30 of them. Dive balls is basically works better on Pokemon that you dive for, or that are underwater. Even though I don't think dive balls work on Pokemon that you fish, I think they work better on actual like dive to Pokemon in Gen 3. So the Chinchous, the Clamperls, and the Relicanths, which Relicanth I believe is the hardest one to catch out of the 3. Even though I've proven otherwise. Okay, we're gonna hit Pacific Log. From there, we'll go back, do the base. I wish I had this kind of luck when it comes to encounters with underwater. Actually, we'll do Pacific Log. We'll do this ship that we've passed by it a couple times, if anyone remembers, when we were going from Dewford to Slateport. Because we actually do get something nice. Also, there's the base again. If you couldn't find it again, it's literally just a straight shot down from Mosky. But I think by this point in the game, you're like, you explore, because there's so much water to explore. So you can explore from the upper path of, not Rustboro, but the upper path of Petalburg to Dewford. Or you can explore from Dewford to Slateport path now. And then obviously you have this giant sea area that we're in right now. It's kind of cool in a way that they give you a lot of like, well, at least this is in quotes in the Pokemon's way, give you the most freedom you'll ever have in the game. As I hit a wall. This is like I think the most freedom you'll ever get in a Pokemon game. Besides obviously Legends, but like back then, this is, oh, I get to explore all of this, which seems like a lot, but it's actually not. At least compared to nowadays where we have other games. It's actually not a lot. But who knows, maybe it's bigger than the other areas. The wild area. In Sword and Shield. Even though they expanded on the wild area and made multiple wild areas. Nope. And that ship that we saw earlier, the only reason I didn't touch it is because if I'm correct, there is diving section. Like, I didn't touch it when we got surf because it's not worth it. I'm not going in the right direction though. I feel like I am. There you go, okay. There's also, I think, a special area which is up there that I completely avoided. It's a special area we're gonna end up hitting anyways, but just let you know. Because despite looking at the map being like this is a one-way trip, not one-way trip, but a one-sided trip, there's actually a little island. I think is it here or here? So I think it's this one or a little bit around. Where even though it's not on like the map of like, oh, you can explore that. Oh, please. There's Pacific Log. That has like a special little inkling of like, oh, here you go. This is this area. But yeah, we did this. We did it. We did. We got all the towns now. So we can fly to any town we need. So, yeah. And oddly enough, this is a little mini town we created. Henceforth, Pacific Log. Oh, Sky Pillar. Yep. Yeah, that's the little area we're gonna eventually be going to. But yeah, now that we got this little area, so we don't waste too much time. Cause this route, nothing much happens except it's if you're going after a certain set of legendaries called the Reggies, there is a cave along this pathway that you're gonna need a Wailord and you need a Relicanth, and you need Dig and Flash, I believe, for strength, depending on versions. There's a cave system, or not a cave, but there's a little area here to unlock the Reggies, and the Reggies, we've already encountered some of the Reggies areas around the map. But yeah, and then besides that, there's a bunch of currents that push you along all the way to the end of Slateport. So do with that what you will. Will we be doing like legendary catches and all that stuff? Probably not. Once we beat the Elite Four, like I think like our other playthroughs of other games will end it off at the Elite Four. Though there's a lot of like post game stuff that's there. Like for example, Battle Frontier. I will probably not do Battle Frontier because that requires me to get very competitive sets. So like have a maybe Jolly, Loaf, and a timid Beck or like modest Beck. Having I don't know if Trick Room existed in this gen. I don't think it exists yet. So like Overheat's useless in a way. Overheat's good, but useless in a way. Here we are. This tiny ship is actually humongous. And actually has people in it still rummaging around. Kind of weird though. You could say this is like our first dungeon of the day. I'm gonna take care of this area. As you can tell by the levels, we could have gotten here a lot earlier. But again, I chose not to because there is a section that requires you to use Dive, and I'm like, I'd rather not waste my time coming here and then having to go back again. Also, proof that Imp is not that great. I used Fake Out, it still didn't kill. Imp is like, oh, Horsey. Forgot about Horsey. I think Horsey you can actually get with a Super Rod, which we haven't found yet, or haven't encountered yet. It's probably someone I completely avoided in one of the towns. Because since we're not really talking to people, we're just plowing through all this stuff. There's probably someone with a Super Rod that I completely avoided. I could look up where the Super Rod is, but we're not really fishing for Pokemon by this point because we already have Water type that we want. And as much as I would like Horsey and then getting a Seadra, if I don't have a method to get Kingdra, I don't want to. Because Kingdra is like the one I would want. Being a Water Dragon type, and only weakness is Dragon. Which, to be fair, we are going to encounter one anyways, a little bit of ways. I don't know, I don't know if it'll be Arnett, hinting, Kingdra. But yeah. So, while we're going through this whole, I will call it dungeon, in quotes, because it's really just a boat of people looking through stuff and be like, abandoned. Harbor mail for free. If you don't want to spend your money on the harbor mail. Which I think it honestly is very low cost to just spend money on the harbor mail because you get the coin case. Which allowed me to gamble to get what I needed. Door's locked. The sailor is here. Muscular man. Oh my god, he has fuel. I think this would be the first time you encounter that and you're like, I don't get it. But, yeah. Funny enough, that cave that we got our Elfie from, there's more Pokemon in that cave. Obviously, that cave is a whole thing on its own where it's a little bit unique where you have low tide and high tide. We went in there when it was low tide, so not much was there to work with. But if you go low tide and high tide, there's these things for a shell to create a shell bell. You get all the things to create a shell bell. The shell bell is an item that restores your health based on how much damage you do. Obviously based on a percentile. I think it's like 16th of the damage you've done, I think. And I say it's cool and stuff, but it's not worth going through that, especially since I don't even know if we can even get low tides and high tides. Oh yeah, that's the room. That's one of the rooms we're gonna go to. I just want to explore the other rooms as well. But yeah, so there's that concept of like the low tide and high tide. And then if we go further in, there's a Pokemon called Snorunt. I like Snorunt. Unfortunately, Glalie kind of sucks. Glalie is a pure ice type Pokemon that evolves from Snorunt at level 42. That's a lot of work for an ice type. And unfortunately, I think it has 80 across the board. So its stats are meddling, to say the least, are not that great. Glalie does get a little bit better with the ability Moody because you kind of can draw out the stats you want. Because Moody allows 2 stats to go up, 1 stat to go down, kind of thing. So you just make a bulky Glalie and then survive hits until you get the stats you want. But yeah, not worth it. I do like Glalie though, or I do like Snorunt and Glalie. It does get better with the evolution of Frostlass, but that's only for female Snorunts. So. But it's a thing. It happens to Pokemon. Ice types always being like the worst of the worst, and ice water being somewhat more bearable. That's why Lapras was very good, and especially back in Gen 1. Ice type is not a great defensive typing, but a very great offensive typing. Because unfortunately, Ice type gets canned by a lot of types. I actually did not expect them. I thought there were just a couple you could talk to. They're a young couple, of course. The duo. Ironically, as I say that, oh, we're probably not going to need an overheat. It'd be nice to have an overheat right now. Alright, cool, that was a crit. I'll take it. I'll take that if did a crit. That's cool. Alright, there goes a young couple. Kinda weird. No offense, I would never want to be a tag team with a Volbeat and Illumise. It's the worst type combo, or worst combo of Pokemon. Not because they're bad, well they are bad stat-wise. It's just that it's like double battles. They're I think one of the worst combos. I think I would prefer Plusle Mitem. Even though I think, if I'm correct, Plusle gets better moves than Mitem. Because I think Plusle gets more of the support moves, which makes Mitem a little less useful. Either that or I think it's reverse. I forgot which one of them is better. One of the two is better because they also learn Eerie Impulse, Helping Hand. So it's one of those where one of them is better but the other one's not that great. And they do come with the ability plus or minus. So yeah. So the scanner, if I'm correct, is actually underwater. Luckily, if I'm correct, as we've noticed, there's no Pokemon here. Unless this is a scanner. No, this is Ice Beam. Ironically. Now we have 2 Ice Beams. So there's a reason, like, we didn't want to, oops, wrong room. we didn't want to come here until we got dived because of the scanner nonsense. So we go underwater with 2 different Pokemon. Obviously no encounters because there's no seaweed. This is why we did dive, even though I think I should have done this bit first. Door's locked. Door's locked. Door's open. Okay. If you pay attention to... There you go. So, in this area specifically, it's kind of like the trickster's house, where if you... Oh, Waterstone. We could get a Starmie if we wanted to. So those rooms particular, if you notice, so when you walk in, you gotta pay attention to the room because it doesn't allow you to move for a second. You see that, how the street sparkles when you enter the room? And I think they change if you leave the room. But yeah, like that happens where you have to find these items. Again, it's like the trickster's house. Oh, rain dance, cool. It's like the trickster's house where you have to like pay attention to where his shiny head was glowing. I believe this is room 4. No, it's okay, so it goes like this. Okay. My god. Alright, well that worked. I think the other 2 pieces are trash. Yeah, but it's just trash. There you go, but it's just trash. So it gets like harder and harder to find out what's what. Get the luxury ball, which is actually worth a lot to sell, because I think they're like 5k in the game. Oh, I remember. So you have to go to this room. Look here, realize what's flashing. Let's do it again for a second. And then have to go to this room, which is interconnected. And the worst part is the idea is like, honestly, it's pretty hard to remember. There you go. I have the literal memory, which I know the general area where it is, but I don't remember exactly. Fuck. There's one more shiny. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say there's one more shiny spot I'm looking for. I think the room keys don't change location, so if, let's say you decide to replay this, the room keys are always the same, and the same spots. So, and there you go, you got the scanner. We did all that for the scanner because we gotta give it to that guy. I don't think there's anything else besides this whole, like, yeah, it's a whole puzzle thing. Which I find kind of cool to have, like, memory in a way. But then again, this is back then when Pokemon didn't hold your hands, and, like, doing the Regis, which, fun fact, I didn't mention this about the Regis, but, obviously, anyone playing these games is not blind. But for some odd reason, Game Freak thought, oh wait, we're gonna use the Regis. Alright, that's cool, sure. We're gonna use Braille, a language that no one knows unless you're blind, or you conveniently have been training in Braille, which usually Braille's used to feel. This is a computer screen, or a, it's not a computer screen, but I think it's a screen, whether it's a Game Boy screen, a DS screen, a computer screen if you're doing emulation and stuff. But it's like, it's a screen. How do you expect someone to be able to read the Braille? It kind of is baffling, and it's very difficult. But yeah, I think this scanner thing gets us the 2 items we were talking about earlier. Or the 2 evolutionary items I was talking about. And after that, we'll take down Team Aqua. Yeah, you see? A Deep Sea Tooth or a Deep Sea Scale. Tooth, if you're playing along, gets you Huntail, which unfortunately kind of is not that great. Deep Sea Scale is what gets you Gorbis. I'm just going to keep... I think these items, if held by a Clamperl, actually have an effect. so I'm just gonna go with Tooth. Also, the fact that we're not gonna use Clamperl and not gonna evolve it anyway, so yeah. But yeah, that's it. We did that. We're gonna head back to Moss Deep and just head straight down. We got ourselves a Water Stone, so we can get a Ludicolo also if we wanted to. A Ludicolo, Starmie, and well, if we had the no Slowbro evolves by level up, but also he doesn't exist in this game. Also gonna check out the Clamperl we got, the Shiny Pearl, Shell Arbor. Yeah, these are the moves it has: Clamp, Water Gun, Whirlpool, and Iron Defense. It will never learn anything else, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna have to move this one more, because we're gonna get, well, I don't know if we're gonna be capturing more and more Pokemon. Again, if like a shiny shows up, I may default to like getting rid of Imp, because Imp obviously is still lackluster, and use Imp, or use a shiny. Unless I decide at this point Imp is not holding their own, and then I use Dusclops. But I don't know. That's why I'm holding off on teaching Loaf Shadow Ball, because it gives me a chance to hit Ghost Pokemon, which we don't have any method to hit with right now, because it just has all normal type moves. But the problem is, if let's say I decide to keep, if I decide to use Dusclops instead of Imp, its strongest move is Shadow Punch. That's the only downside. Its strongest move will be Shadow Punch, which I think base 60. Mind you, it doesn't miss, but it's not as strong. And I'd rather take a normal type who can hit ghost types, because ghost types can't hit normal type with ghost moves. So like I said, we're gonna go straight down, avoid that. Here we are. I think depending on what game you're playing, I think you eventually do one of the bases later. But you'll do Team Aquas obviously because Kyogre's in there, or you'll do Team Magmas at the end of depending on Ruby Sapphire. Depending on like what Pokemon it is. Like for example, if you're in Sapphire, I think you do this dungeon. In Sapphire, and then the other one is Team Magma one, where you do it much later. Because you reveal that, oh, Kyogre and Groudon, and then they fly off to a different spot, and you're wondering where the hell did they fly off to? Oh, okay. Let me do this for a second. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But, yeah. So you would do, Sapphire's, in quotes, area, I think, first, and then obviously eventually encounter Kyogre. Even though I still like Groudon a lot more. That'll never change. Also, I realized I should have got to restore my Pokemon's health. Yikes. Dude, yikes. Yikes indeed. Yikes indeed. Also, I realized he used Roar. I was like very confused why Elfie was coming out. I was like, what the hell is Elfie out here? What the fuck are you doing? Oh. I think actually what I might do also, obviously this is after the 8th gym, so we might visit a certain spot so I can get a move. This move is gonna be useful for one of the Elite Four eventually, because I think we're gonna have to teach Dex something better. Who can learn Flamethrower out of curiosity? Yeah, no. Because the thing is Shadow Ball, physical, oddly enough. He can learn it, and so can well, Imp learned it already, but. And eventually we gotta fight Earthquake though as well. It's all just puzzles from here, folks. Yeah, oh yeah, I can't even. Can I even? I can. I can't. Yeah, because I can do this. I was like, for a second I had to think. This area, unfortunately, is pretty fucking big. We might be stuck here for a little bit. So big yikes. Also, we can learn electric move actually, just out of curiosity. Thunderbolt. 2 of them to be exact. Loaf, okay, cool. This dungeon is so big and so long. Don't take that out of context, but it's an area, I'll tell you that. I'm remembering this little by little and I'm like, god awful. Because not only is it Pokemon encounters like the magma area, one of the Pokemon levels are not consistent as you can tell. And 2, it's like, there's so much. And it's all Zubats right now. God damn. Why can't we have an interesting Pokemon? Why can't it be like Mawile? Or Lairon? Are you telling me I just went in a circle? God damn it. I went in a circle. Yes. That! Which would be a reference to a show I would watch. Yes, just name one of the bats Batman. Good. I don't want to name the bats Batman. I don't even want a Zubat unless I'm gonna use it. Because again, Zubat sucks. Until you get it to Crobat. Alright, Joker, calm down. Alright, this is what we gotta do. Do this, do that. Break the rock. God forbid you didn't have the 4 HMs to get into this dungeon. God forbid you didn't have the 4 HMs to get in here, which was, or to get through this dungeon, which is Surf, Dive, Strength, Rock Smash. 2 of the 3 are not that great. Though Dive, I think, has a decent base stat, it's just the fact it's like Fly, where it's a 2-turn move. Unless you're doing a strategy called Dive Cats, I think Zubat can't be flinched, if I'm correct. Yeah, Inner Focus. Yeah, which Inner Focus does get better in the later games where it prevents Intimidate. So... Oh, Beck's trying to learn Slam. Come on and Slam, and welcome to the jam. You know, I'll get rid of Fury Cutter. The fact that we've had a 10 base powered move that has like 95 accuracy. We're gonna get rid of Slam to begin with anyways, but just to have something different. Have a more inaccurate move. I would get a quick attack, but quick attack is priority. Cause so why would you? A perfect example, Slam missing. Come on and Slam. I could, in theory, teach you the Sunny Day Solar Beam combo. But, that's too inconsistent, in my opinion, because you could have another weather setter that sets up a different weather. So, don't tell me I went in a circle, didn't I? I don't want to live here anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is terrible. This is terrible. I live in a nightmare. Imagine if we didn't have Rock Smash. This would be a terrible world to live in. Alright, so let's do this puzzle. At a moment. Oh my god, please. Zubat. If Slam hits, of course it doesn't. 75% accurate. Which is ironically worse than, better than Focus Blast, but missing just as much. Whoever thought Slam was a good move needs to get fired. I don't think Slime exists anymore, actually. Speaking of that. Unironically, I don't think Slam exists. We'll try Slam one more time before I decide to replace it. I'm replacing it. One more time. One more time. There we go. That's Slam. For everyone that was wondering what the hell Slam is. Base 80, 75 accuracy. Okay, so this is a puzzle. So these are water currents. Kind of similar to the water currents I had mentioned in for Pacific Log. That if you're not careful, you'll end up in the wrong area. I'm trying not to restart. So. Oh shit! It's Santa Cool. No, that's not the proper way. What is the proper way? Well, it might be up. I'm like paranoid because I don't want to go back. I don't want to start from the beginning. Subtile, I know you're tired. The sound of the lower pitched Pokemon. Oh my god, I actually got it right. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh my god. Wait, what's this? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, sure, I'll do this one. Let me hurt myself. Let me hurt my brain even more. Alright. Oh. Are you serious? I want to die. I don't remember this game. I should have expected that. It seemed way too easy. So again, a game made for kids somehow is evil as hell. I think what I find more evil is the fact that these dungeons they gave the hell? Sorry, there was noise that went upstairs. The nightmare of a dungeon this place is. A fact, I have to do this all correctly, so I don't have to restart. Note to self, I'm not gonna touch that water area. Maybe I will, but not into the cave. Like an idiot. I'm glad though that you don't have to like use strength every single time you touch a boulder until you get out of the room. Which makes you wonder why they make it a mechanic where you have to talk every time that you're gonna use the boulder. Or use strength. And be like, yes, I'm gonna use strength. Boom. I believe, yeah, boom up here. Zubat above water. Which I think is already ready to evolve anyways. And it's, to be fair, if you were hunting for a Zubat, this is not a bad time to get it. So... Alright, we're gonna check that room out, but we're not gonna touch that cave. Famous last words. So we're not gonna touch the cave. Oh my god, there actually is something on the other side. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, okay. I know what I must do. I don't know what I must do, actually. Huh. Oh, actually, there's no method of getting there, so... Let me just get the hell out of here. Please release me from this infernal prison. There you go. I'm assuming there was another way to get into this room. Oh shit, Golbat. Sure, if you survive my slam, I'll capture you. You son of a gun. Son of a gun. He survived. She survived. And it's gonna be 10 times more annoying. Let's actually capture it. It's something different, besides all the goddamn Zubats that are around. Also, I don't even think it gets that many good moves, per se, so... Like, for a poison type, I don't think it gets that many great moves. And then flying, as you could tell, I think its greatest move is going to be Air Cutter, so... So let's call it what I saw in the chat. We're calling it Batsy, even though it's female, and Batsy's referring to Joker and Batman. But whatever. Alright. Oh, it's either do that puzzle or fight the team. I'll fight. I don't care. I'll fight. Oh. Is this, Shelly? Based on the dialogue I just quickly read, I was skimming through. Back at the Weather Institute, it's Shelly. Yep. Hey, Shelly. Sharpedo has to do an extra jump. Alright. Ideally, we're gonna heal back. That's a... I don't know if we have healing. This is not great. We do not have any healing. Hey Beck, I know this is a lot and I feel like a rich boy, but here's some Venusaurs. Unfortunately, Venusaur does not restore PP, so we are running with a limited set. Unironically, I've already, as I gotten our Fury Cutter. A fighting Pokemon or a bug Pokemon would have been phenomenal in this. Right now. To hell with it. Oh, I don't need to do that. Let's get a Shelly first, anyways. Who is it? Really? Alright. Son of a gun. Too bad I know how to use Nightshade. Phew. Because I've used that move so many times it's not even funny anymore. Or is it? How is... Oh, well... Makes sense. I've been intimidated twice, so my attack is now back to normal. Except I'm not confused. That was very actually baffling. I was like, how the hell is Yeah, how about we not target Beck? Not hurt him. How do you miss a scary face? Alright. This battle is weird. This is a battle of the century, I'll tell you that. Alright. Yeah, Golbat, I figured. I'm gonna take a guess. You have Confuse Ray. Ah. Smart. Too bad I'm not using Shadow Ball is not special. Alright. Pursuit is. Beck, how do you not kill? Beck. I'm so upset. Beck, how do you not kill? How does Imp live this entire fight? Cool. Let's do this. We're gonna be wasting materials here. Revive, Beck. And what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna use berries for once in our lives. Oh, we only have 5. I thought we had 10. I would keep the berry. Yes, citrus. I didn't mean to check the tag. Alright, there we go. Orange berries, we got a couple. They only restore 10, but Imp's not one to have that much HP, to be fair. There you go, you see? Exactly 20 points. We're wasting so many berries. Not even funny anymore. There you go. Assuming we're gonna have to fight Archie. Let's start it off with Aria. Or I lied to myself. Oh, cool. Golbat. How about I don't want to fight you? This is probably why it's good to have Beck in the front. Because Beck's fast. And also doesn't have Keen Eye. Which Keen Eye, if I'm correct, increases the likelihood of Pokemon showing up. There we go. Let's just put... Actually, you know what? I'll even put Loaf in the front because Loaf is fast. Despite its lethargic figure. Alright, let's see if we can do this in one go though. Alright, we did it. Ah, okay. Here we are. I think we can still encounter Pokemon in this area, though. Oh my god, earthquake. Thank god. Alright. Yo, we're gonna use this Citrus. Actually, no, we're not using Citrus. Use an Oranberry to at least get him, yeah, to 116. 4 levels off of, there we go. Hold it right there, mister. Alright. First of all, you got the wrong orb. I told Maxie this too, and, he didn't listen. So... yeah, I'm not staying in, I'm just setting up spikes. I'm just setting up spikes there, folks. Oh no, my speed. For my very bulky Pokemon. I'm just gonna set up the spikes. You can't hurt me too much. You're gonna get recoiled. Ironically, this is only gonna work on one Pokemon because the other Pokemon on the floor is already here. So Spikes is an entry hazard move that causes damage to Pokemon that are grounded when they come in. And then obviously depending on how many layers of spikes you put on the ground, depends on how much damage they get, which you can put in 3 layers of spikes like I did. So summon Loaf. Loaf is impish nature, so he actually took that a lot better than you think. And then I'm gonna use Hyper Beam. Because it's a level 41 Mightyena. Mightyena doesn't have great stats. I was gonna say if it lived, I was gonna be a little upset because Loaf has been always underwhelming. Crobat. But I was gonna say we do have a method to deal with it, but I don't know if I want to use Elfie because it's 44, but whatever. So I gotta treat it like a Nuzlocke. Yeah, treat it like a Nuzlocke. Like it doesn't matter about who's higher level, we just gotta live. See? And then he's gonna waste his potions on this thing. Super potion. Fuck. This motherfucker's an evil villain and he's using super potion, not a hyper potion. Alright. That's a waste. Alright. The creme de la creme Sharpedo, which we already saw because of Shelly. Which we could have avoided that fight altogether, in hindsight, if we did the strength puzzle on the side. Yeah, you see? There you go, that's Spikes at its finest. In Gen 2, Spikes was introduced, but there was only like 1 layer that you could place down. But it didn't matter because that allowed you to KO certain Pokemons when Spikes were. So, there you go. We're probably not going to keep Spikes because Spikes seems pretty counterintuitive to just stay there and start learning Spikes without like boosts or something like that. You got the wrong orb, sir. It was actually the blue orb you were supposed to get. And there he goes. And he flies off again, too. There we go. It's raining harder than we envisioned. Huh. Well, yeah, you idiot. Yep. There you go. Uh-huh. Yep. They're both idiots. Even though Max is a little bit more sensible, being like, yeah, we tried it, and then we realized what we were doing, and then that happened. Uh-huh. You have no right to be critical of Archie? Please. I have every right to do so. Alright. So, yeah, that's Steven. So, yeah, that's your hint to go to Sutopolis right now. And how should I put it? We're gonna go to Sutopolis, but we're not gonna go like the traditional, like you zoom in, and that's it. We're gonna go in there like this, and it cuts to a cutscene, which we would be in the center of it instead of it panned down here or panned up, where you just see Groudon Kyogre fighting. Such a beautiful cutscene. It hasn't aged. Even though Groudon is very clearly outmatched. But yeah, just for the sheer fact, again, Groudon is a little piece of land and Kyogre's just there. So they're both fighting in Sutopolis City. And unfortunately, downfall. We can actually, like, be here and nothing will happen. And then they'll be standing here wondering what the hell happened. But yeah, this is the scene that happens. We save the day. I am gonna probably grab my Torgal from the box. So luckily we're being dragged to where we need to go. So if this was Ruby or Sapphire, the game pretty much ends around this area. So the idea that this final cave that we're going to, I think it's called the Cave of Origin, is where you'd fight Groudon, Kyogre, capture them, and you can use them for the 8th gym if you wanted to. But obviously in Emerald, they're not the box art legendary. It's the green dragon Rayquaza, which you could have caught in the other games too, and stuff. But you don't, or you could, or you don't have to catch it when it's time to catch it. So if this was Ruby and Sapphire, you'd have one of the corresponding legendaries there. So and this is, as you could tell, Wallace, who told us that he's not the gym leader anymore, but his mentor is. And we're now looking for the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza. Most likely, if we say the Cave of Origin, we're in the Cave of Origin, so it's redundant. Mount Pyre, we were there. There's only orbs. So the only default is Sky Pillar. And then he kind of like fucks off, but doesn't take us with him. A little upsetting. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Can I use an escape rope here? As Star does. And ironically, there is actually Pokemon encounters in there, but I gotta do that. So we're supposed to go to Sky Pillar, right? We're gonna go to Pacific Log, where nothing is happening. Only Sutopolis gets destroyed. And while we do that, let's bring back, first of all, let's see what Batsy has. Careful nature, so special defense up, special attack down. Not that great since it does learn like bite and stuff, but whatever. We're not here to judge. So we're gonna bring back Overheat, because we don't need Dive, Rock Smash, hopefully. Well, it's really Rock Smash I'm hoping I don't need. And then And let's switch up the team order a little bit. There we go. Again, only reason Beck's in the front is because water Pokemon. Wait, are we healed up, or am I still like? No, I'm very much injured. Let me heal up so I can get some of my leaf plates back. But yeah, let's see if we can. We might be able to get Rayquaza. Well, not really get Rayquaza, but you know what I mean. Call upon Rayquaza, the god himself, and fuck, I didn't mean to get the encounter. Get his help to stop this. And we're gonna have one of the, I think, in my opinion, one of the greatest cutscenes out there. So we're gonna get one of the greatest cutscenes out there, and or at least it's not the greatest, but it's like it was iconic for its time because this is before this is like the first ever in quotes cutscenes of Pokemon. Because obviously Gen 2 didn't have any. Gen 2 had like the sprites and stuff went around. But this is like where there's true genuine like cutscenes in a way. They're not crazy, they're literally just panning over Groudon and Kyogre fighting each other. And then them in their pixel forms bashing each other. Which I think you could capture Groudon and Kyogre in this game. That little curvature that we avoided. Sky Pillar. And there's also encounters here, so. This is our third dungeon, in quotes. I say dungeons like it's any different. So, this is my fair warning to this. Don't think Sky Pillar is easy. We're gonna go here through here, and it's gonna feel like it's easy, right? It's not. We're gonna go through this area. As I realized I went to the wrong side because it's closer on that side. Oh my god, Claydol. If I want a Claydol. Let's capture it. Even though you bring me terrible memories. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. This motherfucker. He's self-destructed. Alright, but yeah, Sky Pillar right now looks nice and easy, right? Nothing crazy, there's that at most because that's just there. Right? So Sky Pillar is not that bad. At their first, obviously, it's like deceitfully easy. And also the fact that we have the wrong bike. The proper bike in this area is going to be the Mach bike. But you might be thinking, oh, probably this is a hard section. I don't think it matters. Yeah. Like, this is all, in quotes, easy right now, but eventually you're going to need Rock Smash, the Mach bike to go over certain areas. As you can tell, my controls are not that great, so... Oh, Sableye here. That's cool. Can't touch it, though. Because I have no ghost moves. Or no, any move. Honestly. Alright. But yeah, so Sky Pillar right now is very deceptively easy. Once we do the whole story, this actually becomes 10 times worse. Also, what's with these encounters? Also, Bayonet. That's cool. Let me catch it. Even though I have nothing to hurt it with, but I do have Yawn, so... Oh, I forgot Insomnia. Ah, shit, he spited me. So spite just lowers my PP of a move up to a point. Usually I just capture the Ghost Freak. Ah, Benta. Ghost Freak. Oh, cool. So, yeah, Bayonet's like a possessed doll. I hate this, what I'm gonna call it, but I'm just gonna call it Chuck. I'm not finishing the name. I'm not finishing the accursed name. But yeah. That's Skypuller. Easy, right? It's not. It's actually gonna be a lot harder. And then there he goes. I don't think we can fly from here, if I'm correct. Oh, we can. That makes it easier. So we're gonna fly to Sootopolis. We've stopped the world. It's not ending anymore. And cutscene pans again. We got the Groudon Kyogre fight. That cutscene again. There it goes. Beautiful. And then, but wait. The one and only Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, however you pronounce it, however you want to pronounce the name, comes in. Again, this is the pinnacle of when Pokemon started doing cutscenes. This was, as a kid, like, you're thinking about this is really fucking cool. And you do that, and like you wonder where they both go. Well, Groudon, you know where the fuck he goes because he's in the middle of the water, but Kyogre's like sinks in the water. It's kind of funny. And that's it. Rayquaza kind of fucks off, and that's it. We saved the world. That's how easy the conflict is. That's the story right there, in a nutshell. Now, my thing is, let me check something here. I am slightly underleveled, but I think I can do this. The highest Pokemon is level 46, but I could fight everyone in the gym, but actually, yeah, we'll fight everyone in the gym. If anything. We'll do that and get that out of the way, but before we do that mistake, let's buy potions. We're buying 50 because I know myself. We're buying 30 revives because I know myself. We're buying repels for the future. For a certain cave. Oh, I denied the purchase of 40. Yep. There we go. That's it. That's it. It's over. Now we get to fight the gym. There's Maxine Archie. Huh? Yep. They don't flee in fear. This is just a balance thing. What? Huh? Oh. We have to talk to both of them? Alright. It's the fact that they like, oh, they probably didn't mean to do anything evil, and then they don't get arrested or anything like that. Which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, the last HM we need. Waterfall. All right, thank you. Goddamn. So this is an ice puzzle where you have to walk on the individual ices without breaking it, or without stepping on another one twice. So this puzzle, I'm not gonna lie, I've been very good with for a while. I don't think this puzzle I've ever really struggled with. Famous last words, but yeah, there's Juan, the mentor. Yeah, I've never struggled with this puzzle. Ta-da! We can technically fight them, but let's fight some of the trainers. Which if we followed certain spots, we would cause a double battle. So... we'll throw an overheat, because overheat's not going to get any love in this fight. Or in the gym fight. For reasons we already know. Oh, I can't make double battles. That's yikes. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Could teach overheat Solar Beam. You know, we're probably gonna give overheat an experience share as much as I hate doing that. It's funny, the more I see Azumarill's sprite, the more I like look at it, I'm like, where's the nose? And the nose is like that very tiny speck above its mouth. Like, the sprite looks like it has no nose, which is kind of funny. At least in my opinion, it was funny. Also, if you couldn't tell, the rocks that we were walking around were people. It's kind of sorry, there's a lot of noise. Kind of unique how they make the rocks there, so if you fall, you're not falling on top of a person. So, actually, we'll use let's rearrange these teams. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna fight every trainer. It's quick and easy. And then we'll probably save, would you say the Elite, you would say the Elite Four or the actual 50 Road for another time. Obviously the other time won't be a long time, but you know what I mean. I was debating on Strength or Hyper Beam. That's why I debated on it. I'll be loafing around. I'm just gonna Hyper Beam you. There we go. That's over. That's a crit, which is even worse. Kinda wish I got the crit on Strength. Alright. Alright. Let's see. So I'm gonna, if you can't tell, this is a water type gym. Water. It's a water type gym. And, it's about to use Sharpedo. So will you switch out? Yes, I will. I'll switch to Beck. Because I'm not gonna spend my turn loafing. The Beauty Tiffany. Tiffany, not Tiffany. Interesting. There we go. Ironically enough, as I think the level for Carvanha to evolve into Sharpedo is around the 30s. So. And to be fair, there's not much to say because we're just going through the battles. So. Oddly enough, there's not much to say about this. It's just going through the battles, going through the thing. So just not to stall for time, but get some whatever XP we can get, because I would all the trainers are in the water because I can. It's not like this gym's gonna be like uber high level. If anything, we'll train everyone to level 46. Off stream, if anything. Or off screen. No, off screen. But it'll make it easier in a way. Again, no one sees the grind. And if we did Nuzlocke, we'll probably end up getting a bunch of rare candies just so we don't have to worry about the whole leveling up, because that's how some runs end, because people decide they gotta level up their Pokemon and it ends. Oh, I think it's the only Pokeball I can get into. Well, besides the one at the bottom. Notice how it's all women in the gym. Besides, obviously, the gym leader. Clamperl. Fun fact, Azurill is not actually a water type Pokemon, it's actually a normal type. Which is it's a weird conception that it turns from normal to water. One of the few Pokemon actually changes its typing altogether. Like for example, you have Dartrix to Decidueye goes from grass flying to grass goes. Kind of weird, but the very few dual typings actually go from one type to another. Yeah, and unfortunately I can't use Shadow Ball on this damn thing because Azurill is normal and it's gone. For some reason, I think in later games the sprite looks so sad. It drives me insane. It's like, why? Why? Ow. I'll use Nightshade. There you go. One shot, one kill. That's what we like to see, Loaf just one-shotting stuff. Nightshade. I think at this point, Shadow Ball will do more. Famous last words. I'm loafing around. I kind of hate that they gave me an option to choose an attack. Yeah, the evolution line on Azurill, or Azumarill, and we're done. That's it. This battle is over. Hopefully, if him pulls off the kill. Overheat Charmed Flail. Flail is a move that you do more damage the less health you have, but God damn it. Double god damn it. Oh my god. This is the only thing about Loaf. It's the whole attacking every other turn. Could have kept it as a Vikroth, but that would defeat the whole purpose of evolution. To be fair, so. Yeah, we're defeating women in Pokemon battles. Hopefully they don't have a full team of 6. That would suck. Alright, not that bad. Oh, cool. Phoebus. By the way, Phoebus is the only one of the rarest Pokemon out there because you need to capture it in there's only 4 spots that it shows up in, ironically enough, so the best of luck, but it's like, it evolves into one of the best Pokemons out there. And one of my favorites from Gen 3, which is Melodic. Or Milotic, however you want to pronounce it. Unfortunately, Phoebus is like the Magikarp, where it doesn't do much when it's a Phoebus. Like, it does absolutely nothing. And then there's Luvdisc, which we're looking at right now. Luvdisc is just a terrible water Pokemon. It's in the shape of a heart. One of the worst Pokemon out there. Unfortunately, it doesn't evolve into the 5th gen Pokemon Alola, even though they look very similar. All of this is useful for is to get hard skills, which allow you to relearn old moves. So, do with that what you will. Yep. Of course. Time to switch to the ladies of the team to deal with this. I can't believe it. Yep. Alright, switching to the ladies of the team. Attraction or infatuation is just like a confusion, except 10 times worse. So instead of hitting yourself, you're on the verge of like just not attacking at all. Also, I like how the whole I got confused. God damn it. Let's get rid of this Phoebus. Ooh, return. Return does more damage the more the Pokemon likes you. So like for example, we taught it to Beck. Beck would probably be doing a lot of damage, more or less. But again, it's a thing. And to be fair, I didn't have to rest, I just chose to rest to give Arya a chance to actually attack. There you go. Oh, of course, never mind. We gave Arya the chance and she failed us. I am resisted, and somehow crit me. Of course. Arya, I can't believe you. I can't believe you, Arya. I can't believe you've done this to me. And then obviously there's 2 turns of sleep. If this is Gen 5, this will be a whole different story. But this is Gen 3, so sleep is not as oppressive as it is right now. Yep. Really? Full restore on a level 39 Love Disc? There we go. Yep, guaranteed confusion apparently. You could still get confused or infatuated while you're asleep, by the way. That doesn't change. Unfortunately, like sleep, infatuation, and not paralysis, confusion stack with other statuses. So burn, poison, paralysis. It doesn't end. Alright. We're gonna heal up anyways. Might as well just bowl our way through this. A hybrid beam is so unnecessary against a Love Disc, but forgive me, Juan. The Casanova of the gym. Well, goodbye. That's not the move I wanted. Well, it worked, so. There we go. We defeated every trainer in this goddamn gym. Let's heal up, fight Juan, and then, I think we probably gonna end it there, depending on What are we looking at in terms of time? Yeah, I'll probably fight Juan and end it from there, looking at the timer. But yeah, this, thank God, day 8. Take care of the gym. Alright, let's do this again. You saw the solution. Just as before, I don't actually need to go on the same side, I could just... Oh, please. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'm very quiet because I'm trying to be like, do I remember how to go through here? There is multiple ways to do this, but that's just me. I prefer the way I just did it. So we're actually gonna put Arya in the front. So this is what we're gonna do. Yes, should be so coy. I taught Wallace everything there is about Pokemon. Yep. The grand illusion of water. So Juan and Wallace's aces are actually quite different when it comes to the gyms. I think Wallace's team is stronger, in my opinion. Oh no. Yep. If I'm correct, Wallace's team is stronger by default, but Juan does have some Pokemon that are like unique, that are like, oh, this would be actually very difficult because you have nothing to hit it with at the time. So, thank you, Arya, please. We just have to set up. And I think you get Water Pulse after this, unironically. As everyone's been spamming Water Pulse. The reason I'm setting this up, because again, this is going to be a long fight. Not a long fight, correction. This is going to be a fight for the centuries. There we go. We got 3 layers. Now, idea is we want Arya to at least hold her own. Be able for her to hold her own, so... I'm going to heal her up. She's going to fight back. If we end up causing him to use his potions, that's fine. But let's get this battle out of the way. Also, it's faster. Goddamn. But it's a good thing, the fact that I got out of confusion, so... And as you saw, obviously Water Pulse has a chance of confusion, and then Lovely Kiss is guaranteed. Thank God. Now we just gotta pray that Arya hits. There we go. It's over. At least for Luvdisc. He's not really a great Pokemon. He's more like a disruption. This is where Beck comes in, because this is Wishcast, a water ground type. It's an evolution of Barboach that we've probably encountered earlier. Another of the water ground type Pokemon. So, Water type gym, Wrath Pokemon starter. We're doing pretty good, if you ask me. We're gonna use Celio. I'll keep him back. What concerns me, Celio is an part ice. We know this. Also on the verge of leveling up, really. Oh, on the verge of like evolving. But we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is the big boy. This is the big boy. I was kind of I'm not worried about it, but he's like one of my favorite Pokemons, and has only one weakness, Dragon. Thanks to the spikes, we are able to actually probably guarantee a KO on this. This thing actually does become, that thing does become scary. Don't think just because I KO'd it like that it was easy. It does become scary if it gets off a rain dance. So don't tread lightly. Tread lightly with that creature. But yeah, what a benefit to have each Pokemon affected by spikes. Spikes in a way kind of guarantee a KO at this point. Even though you don't need it because no one has Focus Sash and stuff, so... Which is an item that allowed you to survive a move that would instantly kill you. Usually save for some of the frailer Pokemons that are not that great in terms of like bulk, but are great offensive wise. We got the rain badge now, folks. Yep. Let me guess, Water Pulse? Yep. Yep. Time to go back. Unfortunately, better go back down where the ladies are. So this is what we're gonna do for ourselves, because we still have just a slightly little bit more time. Not a lot of time, but just some little bit of time. We're gonna touch up on going to Fall Arbor, right? Wahoo. Go in here. Restore ourselves. Because I'm gonna set myself up for the next area that I want to tackle on next time. Besides, obviously, the actual Elite Four. I'm gonna bring back. Oh, I forgot. We got Chuck. Ugh. Yeah, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Get that thing, get this cursed thing away from me. Alright, let's grab this boy here again. We're replacing Overheat again. The reason we're replacing Overheat because Overheat doesn't have an HM that's used on him, or on her, technically. Oh my god, play game, please. So what we're gonna do is go here. I'm gonna set myself up, or I'm at least gonna leave myself in the middle of it, so I have no choice but to do it. Let's also teach it Waterfall. Ironically enough, that Waterfall's not the last TM. I have to get rid of Splash. Also, I realized it has strength, so I could have just thrown Loaf away for a second. But whatever. Whatever. Oh well. We'll probably get rid of strength on Loaf and teach it something else. But the idea is we're going to start this. Because there's a particular someone. Particular something we want from this area. And I think we're gonna stop here at this encounter because, so this is what's gonna be going on. We're gonna continue. Oh my god, not now. Not this again. Not this again. We're gonna go through this area because there's this particular TM I want. I know there's a Pokemon in here that's really good, but I don't want that Pokemon. I'll probably catch it just for the sake of catching it the next time we get back here, but I ain't gonna catch it. So we're gonna continue here because we're gonna get something that I want to get to Beck because it's gonna be very useful for Beck. But yeah, Until then, everyone, I hope you have a good day, rest of the day. I'll see you guys next time.